Hello, welcome back. This is my 66th video, I believe. Um, what happened? Well, yesterday, um, I got my midterm back for my business class, and I think I said in our video it was curved, but I still didn't really do that hard on it. I think I got like a 75, which isn't very good. So I'm not very proud of that, but I'm having office hours with my teacher. I'm not gonna force him to change it. No, it's my responsibility, but I'm gonna talk to him, may I get some extra credit in class. I'm gonna talk to him about like how I'm including my studying habits and stuff. He's not making me do this. This is my own decision because I'm doing something wrong. And my first test I got like an 87, which I think is pretty good considering it's my first test in college. And then but on the midterm, no, I got like a 75. No, that's not good. So I don't know what happened. But yeah, what else? Moving on from that, I didn't do much last night. I kind of just chilled, went to bed, woke up. Me and my mom, we talked on the phone for a bit, but my parents were still on the cruise ship. So we tried to talk over WhatsApp, but didn't go too well. Didn't really talk to her that much. I know they're going to like a murder mystery show tonight or something. I told her that my prompt got chosen in my English class, but she didn't hear that part because it's cutting out, so I just had to text her that after. But yeah. What else? I woke up kind of late today, like at 12:30. I say as if I wake up like at 12 or 11 every day. But yeah, so I was gonna take a shower, but that's always when gets cleaned. So I kind of just had to wait it out a bit. So I waited like an hour. I did finish reading the Ultimate X-Men Apocalypse arc today, which, I thought it was pretty boring for the most part. I know that this is kind of where people say the Ultimate Universe, it kind of gets boring, and then it like dies out. And then after Ultimatum, like it's not like good apparently, but it's kind of entertaining, like how crazy it is. So I'm kind of just sticking with it. Ultimatum's coming up soon. I think I have 2 more volumes in the Ultimate Spider-Man, and then 1 more volume in Ultimate Fantastic Four, 1 more volume in Ultimate X-Men. Then I'm reading Ultimate Origins, and then I just have a few annuals that I have to read, and then I'm gonna go into the Ultimatum story arc. And then after that, there are some things I'm looking forward to reading after that. I know that the Maker is introduced. I know that Miles Morales is introduced. Jimmy Hudson is introduced, which that's actually a Marvel character that I really want to read more about. So I'm excited to get to the part in the Ultimate Universe when he's introduced. So yeah. But yeah, at this point, like pre-Ultimatum, Ultimate Spider-Man, like if I wasn't a completionist and I wasn't reading through this whole universe, like I'd really only read Ultimate Spider-Man, even though I am like a much bigger X-Men fan. Ultimate X-Men did just get really bland, like particularly in the last 25 issues of the 100-issue run. But yeah, I like it just fine. What else? I tried a burger place today. I think it's called a Eureka Burger. It's near my college. Well, kind of far from my college, but I got a DoorDash. I thought it was alright. I ate it anyways, but they had an option you could sub the cheddar for American cheese, which I've never mentioned this before. I'm kind of like weird in this way. I'm like pretty picky when it comes to my food. I really only like American cheese on my burgers, so I think they forgot to sub it, but I say it anyways. It's not a big deal. I once told my friend about that, one of my best friends, and then he's like, "Oh well, that American cheese is basically just like cheddar, but without is basically just like cheddar, but with extra steps." And I was like, "No, it's not," and I hate you for saying that. No, I don't hate him. Kind of. No, I don't. But no, it is not that. American cheese is very different. And I know that because I hate cheddar cheese, but I love American cheese on my burgers. I don't get like American cheese on my pizza. That'd be nasty. Although I do wonder if anyone has ever tried that before. Probably. I mean, it's not a very original idea, but I wonder what that would taste like. What else? Alright, so then I went to my business class tonight. I talked to my professor about that, how I want to set up a meeting with him. So I'm going to do that within the next 2 days. He's going to shoot him an email about the time and stuff. What else? Got a sandwich for dinner. About to eat it after I stop filming this. Need to finish The Punisher, the 2004 film. I stopped like a half hour in. I think right now I stopped like right after his family is massacred in Puerto Rico, which that's actually a pretty cool scene, I have to admit. I know the opinions on this one were kind of mixed. I think a lot of people prefer Punisher Warzone compared to this one, which I'll see when I get to Punisher Warzone in my little marathon, but I really like that Puerto Rico scene, to be honest. Obviously, like, those films aren't as dark, but that kind of reminded me of Nobody 2, which I saw over the summer. Yeah, that whole like setting, it looked cool. What else? So I'm gonna read a bit more of my comics tonight. Go back to Ultimate Spider-Man, which this arc is actually I'm looking forward to. It's based around that old show, Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. So in this one, Ultimate Firestar is introduced, which is in the Ultimate Universe is Liz Allen is Firestar. So I'm actually pretty excited for this one. And also obviously Iceman and the X-Men are involved in it, since it's based on that show where Iceman was one of the main characters also. So yeah. Well, I guess that's it for now. Kind of a disappointing few days, but you know, that's what life is. It's ups and downs. And I have a quiz and a week in the same class. I know what I did wrong. I'm gonna tackle it and I'm gonna ace it, and I'll get back on track. So good. Alright. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.